Yeah,
Actually, during the March break, I'm hoping to put together a program for children in conjunction with the Children's Museum and myself on teaching magic and the history of magic and so forth. Also, I have a website at www.JKMCQUIK.com.
How long have you been into this kind of stuff?
Quite a while now,
Yeah,
and I could be seen at the Honest Lawyer every other Friday night from 5 till 7 doing the close-up magic, actually. So.
All right. Okay. So, well, why don't we learn some tricks?
Yeah.
And I think Bruce has got some tricks in Windsor. Okay. Bruce, stand up. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to New Day. Wake the kids. Don't leave for work yet. You're probably not going anywhere right away with the weather outside. It's magic time with Kevin McQuillan. Kevin, how are you?
Good. Thank you, Matt. Actually, what we're going to do this morning is I have my pet rabbits with me.
Okay.
They travel everywhere.
Of course
It's taken me years to train them. The toughest part about training these rabbits is actually their ears are so small they don't listen very well. Some people have said the only drawback is they're actually made of sponge. But let me show you their magic
That might
trick.
be one thing. Just
a little bit of a drawback.
Yeah.
Matt, hold your hand out, because first I'm going to show you, if we take one and put it in my hand, we'll take the other one back into my pocket. But watch close, Matt. Right around my arm and back down into my hand.
Hey, there's two. You made two.
That's right. You see, I'm going to give you one. Close your hand up tight, Matt. Whatever you do, don't let this guy get in your hand. He may try, he may even run around.
I'm not letting him in.
Don't let
this
even
is a vault.
If he tries to get in here.
This is a vault right here.
A very good one at that. We're going to take him again. Put him back in my... Hold on, Matt. You did say you weren't going to let him in your hand.
I said he's not coming into my hand.
Cheryl, I hate when this happens. Would you open your hand, Matt, for a second? Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hey, there's two there. There's two bunnies in my hand.
You see, the strangest thing is, Cheryl, do you hold your hand up?
First time I ever said that one.
Close it up tight. Put it face down on the table. Matt, I'm going to ask you to put your hand right over top of Cheryl's for me.
Okay.
You can touch her. That's okay. You're allowed to touch her. Right over top of that. Just like this. I'm going to reach through both their hands and pull a rabbit out of there. Nothing up my sleeve. 1, 2, 3. Got him. See him? So tiny, I've squished them up that I can actually take them, put them back in my pocket. When you guys open your hand, you'll have one left. Go ahead.
I don't believe you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, show you. Hey! A whole lot of, there's some little bunnies, too.
That's
How do you learn this stuff?
You practice.
Yeah? How long have you been at it for?
I've been professional now for about 11 years. And performing like this week, 8 shows this week.
Wow.
I'm in Windsor today. I'm in Toronto on Thursday.
You're going to Windsor today?
Supposedly.
That's speed. All right, well, we're going to carry on here. But we're going to go see how Bruce is doing in Windsor.
We're doing just fine, Matt.
Simple, something easy to start off your Monday morning, not to get your mind going too hard.
Okay.
We don't want to work you. You ready?
I'm ready. You'll burn yourself.
Years of training have allowed me not to actually burn either palm of my hand or the smoke. Thanks very much.
Amazing.
Plugged In is sponsored in part.
We're in The Honest Lawyer. Have we got a treat for you? Kevin McQuillan, magician. It's blowing my mind away already. Kevin, straight off the top, you've got another trick for us, haven't you?
Sure do. Actually, this is what I call an effect. Not so much a trick. When I came in here today, before we came on or anything, I went to your cameraman, Andy, and I asked him to hold on to an envelope. Okay? I'm just going to have you actually simply do this, Phil. What we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to say stop whenever you would like.
Stop.
Right there. And take your card, please. Show the camera and don't let me see it. I'll even look this way, okay? You know your card?
I know it. I've got it.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to put it back in there wherever you would like, Phil. Okay. Before I touch him, would you please shuffle up the deck? Now, what I'm about to show you is actually what is called a prediction. Every magician in the world would say, pick a card and I am going to find it. Well, you have chosen a card, and you know what? I'm not going to find it, but thanks for picking that anyways.
Did I pick it?
You did. But what we're going to do is, again, I gave Andy the envelope, and if Andy could, please hand over the envelope to Phil. Phil, I'm going to ask you just to tear open that envelope, whichever end you'd like. Explain what is inside there. A single piece of paper.
A single piece of paper.
If you would open that up, And there you go, and that is an experiment in ESP.
That was mind-blowing.
Thank you
Totally
very much.
mind-blowing.
Thank
The guy's
you.
impressive. He's great anyway. He's brilliant. He's going to go even higher, I'm pretty sure. On today's show, we've got all kinds of magician things happening. We're going to tell you how to not get this in 10 years when he's really world famous, and I'll be able to sell this. Kevin, how long have you been doing magic?
I've been professional now for 12 years and performing in tons of restaurants over those years, up to 4 or 5 nights a week at some.
Now tell me the difference between close-up magic, which is what you're doing, and somebody like Copperfield who's on the stage, you know, with big props and he's making stuff disappear.
Right. Copperfield is an illusionist who performs grand illusions for larger audiences, although a magician is able to hold a larger audience even with doing what's known as mentalism. It's by more using your mind and doing effects such as that and things without having the grandeur and the cost of buying and transporting all the illusions, which is why most magicians don't get into illusions.
Right.
There's too much overhead, and it's a lot of work.
Now, obviously, it takes a lot of practice. You're having to practice. How many hours a day do you practice? Or, I know what you're going to say there, because you're working all the time. When you were first starting off, just to perfect these tricks, how much practice?
I would sit just like I was going to a 9-to-5 job and read books, and that considered practice for me because I'd have to be learning new effects and new repertoire. And then I just started practicing up to 8 hours a day consistently, and some effects I would do over 1,000 times a day.
Wow.
For months on end until it looks flawless and perfect.
Wow. And of course, here, if you're wondering who this little guy is, this is son James. How you doing, James? Can you do magic as well? You got a little trick, haven't you? But your dad's got these elastic bands right now, and I thought he was going to be flirting them around or making pellets or whatever. So show me this trick now.
What we're going to do, fellas, we're going to take these and actually lock one inside of the other. You see how that's locked inside? To get that out is pretty hard to do. You have to actually melt it right through each other like that.
Oh, that's...
Did you blink? If you blinked, you would have missed
blinking.
it.
I had my eyes. I was wide open. I wanted to see what was happening.
I'm going to ask you to hold your thumbs up like this, Phil. That's great, and close them down tight. Now what we're going to do is take this and lock it inside there. You see how that's locked inside? Yeah. Don't let me get that out of there, Phil. No. Make sure it stays on your side. Okay?
James, did you see that?
Watch this one, because I'll take it halfway for all of these who blinked at home. Watch closely, right in the center. 1, 2, and 3, as we lock one inside of the other. What you have to do is break it to get it off, and then, of course, fix them again. There you go, Phil.
Kevin, I can't think. I really can't think. I'm trying to figure out how he's doing these tricks, but here we go. You can figure out how not to have your car broken in this Christmas.
This portion of Plugged In has been brought to you by Oxford Dodge Chrysler Jeep in London. Experience the Oxford difference. Our goal is customers for life. Visit the Oxford Dodge showroom at 625 Oxford Street in London.
Plugged In is sponsored in part by CarStar. At CarStar.
James here, the magician's son. He can blow your mind away as well. So come on, James, show me this little trick. You have a coin there, right? Show the camera the coin. That's a coin, exactly. It's going to go in that little slot there. Close the box up. Close the box. There we go. Abracadabra. And it's gone. Show the camera. The coin's gone. Okay, now you're going to put that back in. Abracadabra again. Oh, and the coin's back again.
That's excellent, buddy. I love that.
More card stuff, Kevin.
Sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you actually pick any card you'd like. Don't let me influence your choice in any way,
I will not
okay?
let you influence my choice in any
Have a
way.
look at it.
Got
Remember,
it.
I'm going to have you sign that card, Phil. Just sign your name on the face of the card. Okay?
Can I show the camera the card?
Sure, please. Tell me when you're done.
I'm done.
Okay. You want to set it back for me? Now, did you want to change your mind at all?
No.
You're happy with the mind you have?
I wanted to
Phil?
set it in a different place there, but whatever, it's in.
Hold your hand out then. We'll see what happens. Because was yours the Jack of Clubs? I didn't actually see the marking.
It wasn't the Jack of Clubs.
No. Watch the top of the deck. What was your card?
It was the Five of Clubs.
Not the Jack of Clubs.
It wasn't the Jack of Clubs, no.
Would you turn over the one in your hand, Phil?
That was a jack of clubs you were down there.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take your card and we'll put it back in. Now, I'm going to ask you to hold your hand out one more time because I'll pick the ace of spades and watch the top of the deck. The 5 of clubs to the top. Did you see it?
I saw it.
It then did 2 flips in the air and traded places with the ace of spades from your hand. There's one drawback, Phil, to doing too many card tricks, and that is that you really do get sick of doing them. The only difference being, of course, as you may know, is that a magician has to have insurance, and if I can get my wallet out here, you would see that I do keep an insurance policy inside of my wallet, which states the fact I could find your card.
It's getting everywhere, isn't it?
It seems to be.
It seems to be getting everywhere.
It's an ambitious card. It's
very ambitious.
Seems to be going wherever it wants.
Whereas Kevin was sick of doing card tricks, some people have been sick from drinking water.
We're between 25 and 100.
18. What? What?
Between 25 and 100?
88.
88.
And now you're writing all these numbers down here. 5, 10.
Now, not only every way, up and down and side to side, will that equal 88, but also diagonally, all 4 corners added together, the small square in the center, the 2 on the top plus the 2 on the bottom, the 2 on the left plus the 2 on the right. There's 24 different sequences of 4 that will equal 88. And the other side is your
It's now worth more because we have the trick on that side and it's signed on that side. And that's fairly cool, isn't it, the way that it's the same side up no matter which way I spin this like that. It's pretty clever. I'm not, and no, it won't. Is it a trick fork? Take a look. No, it's not a trick fork. I am now going to do something with this fork. Andy, if you can get down on here, okay? I'm just gonna bend this fork. You grab it like that, all right? And you just force it down like that. And now I've got it bent at right angles. Shazam, kadam, bam. Sleight of hand there, and the fork is straight back to be straight. I'm gonna hand it over to Kevin. He's gonna do a better trick with it.
Well, first, I hate to burst Phil's bubble, but we're going to teach everybody how to do that trick. You see, all we do is take it in your hand, between your pinky and your third finger. Just place it on the table and pretend to place this hand over top of the fork, when really you just allow the fork to bend back, thusly just falling back onto the table. You see, now the strangest thing is, that's a form of psychokinesis, which I try to do, but you see, by actually being a magician, I could prove to you it was only an illusion. There was really nothing wrong with that to begin with.
That was cleverer than my trick, that was.
Your trick was great. You learned that in 2 minutes.
I could have made money with that trick.
You could have.
I could have.
Well, you'll have to come to my course that I'm
How did you
teaching.
bend it and then get it straight back again?
Well, see, that's the magic part.
I guess so, eh? There was some magic at St. Thomas on Friday night. It's going everybody were being blown away with magician Kevin McQuillan. Kevin, you're going to be teaching magic to people, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm actually doing an adult course at Matthews Hall, and you can get in touch with Matthews Hall. Starting mid-January, Phil, right through till June. We'll be holding 4-week sessions every Wednesday night, 2 hours every Wednesday night, and the course is only $75.
Yeah. Don't forget to enter the Plugged In Christmas contest. Now, all you have to do is phone this number right here, okay? And leave a message as to why you think a friend, relative, your better half, you want. We're almost out of time, everybody. See, I got the fork straight again. Andy doesn't know how to do this trick. I do, Kevin does, but I took one of his little lessons there, so what can I tell you? Kevin performs here at The Honest Lawyer every second Friday. Not this Friday coming, the Friday after, between 5 and 7. 5 and 7. It's extremely entertaining, impressive stuff, and it's blowing my head, and he's going to blow my head one more time. Okay, Kevin, go for it.
What we're going to do is I'm going to show you, this is how a magician is able to cheat in Las Vegas, okay?
Yeah.
And even by telling you what I'm about to do, I hope that you won't be able to catch this. But
So you got all the aces out of the deck?
we're going to use the aces because they are the most prominent cards and remembered cards in the deck, okay? The simplest thing to do is teach everyone at home about palming.
Yeah.
Palming is what a magician does to cheat. I'm going to show you and even explain to you that I am going to palm the cards. Watch close as I take one into the palm of my hand, melts into the folds of my flesh, till I press my hand back down and cause the second ace to reappear on the table, leaving us the aces like this. The third ace will actually take it and make it again vanish into the palm of my hand, just like a soft piece of butter melting away, till it reappears on the table, leaving us the last ace, of course, the ace of spades, the most prominent ace in the deck.
Yeah.
I'm going to set one aside and watch closely as we can make it now travel underneath my mat, through my hand, under my mat, and jump right up into the other pile. Joins right in, and there you go.
Wow.
Thank you very much, bro.
It's amazing stuff, and God, the fork's bent yet again. I don't know what's going on, but there we go. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. I have. Kevin McQuillan.
Thank you.
I don't know what's going on here.
Into the other pile. Joins right in, and there you go.
Wow.
Thank you very much, bro.
It's amazing stuff, and God, the fork's bent yet again. I don't know what's going on, but there we go. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. I have. Kevin McQuillan.
Thank you.
I don't know what's going on here.